Greeting interwebs, it's Jackie K. Welcome for another edition of Game and Chill. So I was gonna just hop in and take on a mass outbreak, but looking through my pastures I realized I release every Tangela that I've caught, but I still need to have Tangela do like Ancient Power a bunch of times before his Pokedex entry is completed. So why don't I go here first, use a more casual environment of the mass outbreak over the massive mass outbreak to get some opening thoughts out of the way and go from there. So starting things off, I wanted to talk about the YouTube plan for the month. Long story short, this should be out by the time I'm done uploading the Kirby Dream Land playthrough. I'm not quite sure what to call it when I edit a VOD, because it is kind of a Let's Play playthrough, but it's also kind of just a stream, again, but with a little more quality put into it. That being said, Pikmin fans will have some fun, because I've also been going through my Pikmin 1 stream and editing it down into a playthrough, and that'll be going up every Wednesday by the time that you see it, at least for the rest of the month. Only reason that's a maybe is because every Monday and Friday I'm shooting to have Pokemon XG videos, but that's been a lot more taxing than I thought it would be. So I might just keep that up for September, then go back to XG once a week again. I'll have more details in the vlogs when coming around, but at least for this month, it's safe to say that it'll be Pokemon XG on Monday and Friday, and then Pikmin 1 on Wednesday. Only other thing video-wise I can think of is with streams. I put some thought, and I think I'm going to revisit the... I put some thought into it, and I think I'm going to revisit the Pokemon... Why am I calling it Pokemon? Jeez. I just can't seem to catch a break with talking today. This is real weird, because I've been feeling pretty good about everything. I got a good night's sleep for once, but more on that. And yet I'm struggling so much to actually just get the tangents of conversation going for whatever reason. But yeah, I mentioned the blog last week that, or at least last week when I was recording this. So I mentioned in the blog that it's going to be doing Pokemon... Why do I keep saying Pokemon? Wow, I am just so out of it. I need to... I know you all want to get me, but I gotta figure out what this treasure is. But ironically, kind of what I need the most. So I mentioned in the past that I was gonna resume the Lost Age randomizer, and that still is the overall plan, but as I alluded into the blog, it's not gonna be something I do every week, and it really seems more apparent because I forget now, but I know there was a time that I really had the thought of something else I wanted to stream even more, so might be bouncing around between a few games the next few weeks. As long as I'm actually back in the swing of streaming, that's good enough for me. Lost Age is a pretty big game, so a randomizer of it feels like it'll take forever, and I probably will need breaks in between to avoid burning out on it. Just like, I've been playing original Golden Sun so much with just between playtesting for Dawn Jin and all that. But because of how much I've been hyper-focused on Golden Sun 1 because of all that, I definitely feel really rusty on Lost Age. So it'd be good to actually get back in the swing of the sequel. And just telling myself now that I'm going to take it at a more casual pace seems good enough with me. I do have an update on my plan for trying to do an editorial every month. I'm kind of actually up in the fence about that. Have them to, like, not do a full... to just put a pause on the next editorial that I'm working on, just to focus on more personal projects, like the games I've been working on, quote unquote. Because, like, just trying to get the twice a week schedule going for XG, as fun as it is to finally actually get back into the main plot of that game, feels like it's been taking forever in of itself. Or, like, it takes a lot of extra time. And I haven't had as much time this month, last month, depending on your perspective, as some other months, with the release of Pikmin 4. And, like, that's eating up a lot of work time. That's eating up a lot of time outside of work. So maybe instead of doing a script for... That was the wrong move. As I was saying though, maybe instead of doing this, finishing up my latest script, and making a video of that for this month, maybe I'll just do a casual talk about my current feelings of Pikmin 4, because as it stands, I've quote-unquote beat the game, like I've gotten to the credits, so it could make for an interesting talk, just talk about how I am at the moment. And who knows, maybe if people really want it, I can do a follow-up review after once I'm all done with the game. And give a more thought-provoked, time put into it review after the fact. Because initially my game plan was going to be to spend game chill roaming around the open world of Pikmin 4, just talk about my thoughts on that, but the game's still relatively new, and my hub will look a little different. So I was thinking about putting that in dividing that between two videos. This game chill that you're seeing right here, and a portion where I just roam around the hub and talk about how I've been feeling about Pikmin 4 at the current state and time. With how all over the place I've been with just trying to commentate, I'm a little iffy of if that's still a good idea, but that's the thought that's currently in my head. What else do I need to do for the Pokedex for Chimchar? Really? Well, maybe I can at least see what Monferno is up to while I have it out here. Ugh. I guess we'll never know what was attacking me in the back. Where is that case? Where is that satchel? Before literally everything just destroys me in the process. Oh, I guess I got it already. I think he's gonna love this. It's so ironic because I was doing pretty well earlier on before doing a recording session. Like, felt like it was the first time I had a sound night's sleep in about a month. Sorry for the pause, but let me just organize my Pokemon setup a bit. Yeah, I think, like, now that I think more about it, tonight was probably the first night where my stomach didn't bother me before going to bed for about a couple weeks or so. As I was saying, I'm kind of glad that it cleared up before going to the doctor's, because this is a new doctor. I'm trying to go to one that's a little closer to home, so I don't have to deal with all the shenanigans of just trying to get a physical setup of all things. And if it's an office that I can actually get to on my own, maybe I can take a step forward and actually taking care of that stuff on my own. So that's the mindset I have going into all that. And I'm actually a bit nervous about all that, so just like one less thing to worry about for this first appointment. It's well worth it in of itself. Alright, now it's time for me to get a Tangela, and not just immediately release it the moment I catch it, like apparently I've done with every other Tangela. Because I need something to do that ancient power so I can finish out that research. There we go. Oh. How did you see me? You weren't even looking in my general direction. It's fine. I got some field research to take care of anyways. What else? Oh, you do see me. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm trying to remember stuff I did besides Pikmin 4, and it's a little tricky with how much Pikmin 4 has been going on. I have been messing around with Pokemon Sleep. I didn't jump on the hype train as soon as the game came out, but I figured like, especially on the one day that I was feeling really sick, I figured it might be a good time as any to actually pull it out and see if I like it, like, see if I can learn a little bit about myself from my sleep to possibly live a healthier life in general. And I still feel like I need to spend a little bit more time with it because I haven't even had a full week yet. But it certainly feels like it certainly feels way more of a game than I was expecting it to be. There's quite a bit more to it than you would initially expect. And that's all I can really say about it at the moment. I'm not gonna get to catch any of these Tangela. Or am I? I just gotta use Spiritomb 2 more times. Okay. Slight overreaction. It's fine. It just really caught me off guard. But this is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Like, the whole point of completing these Pokédex entries is to have greater odds of shinies, and yet I keep finding the shinies before I complete the Pokédex. It's just... I find it hilarious at this point, if nothing else. I guess like my whole routine's thrown off a little bit. That might be why I'm feeling the way I am, because typically on the weekends, like, I actually go out for a walk in the morning, but I haven't really had that luxury today because it just was downpouring for so much in the morning that I decided that I thought maybe I'd try doing a little recording session instead. Get that out. It's about time for a gaming show, so I figured I'd get that out of the way now. Speaking of... I already lost track of how many times I did a strong style move. Guess one thing I can do... swap this over while I'm passing by it. Okay, so yeah. I just gotta return back to the Professor, and we'll be all set for shiny hunting Spiritombs. Hypothetically. And I will say, if nothing else, it's been a while since I've last visited this game because, as you might guess, all my spare time's been spent playing Pikmin 4 since it came out. And I would talk more about that, but I do think that I want to just save that for its own video. Even if it's not a fully scripted editorial and just me shooting the breeze. Do people still know what that saying means? It's just like... it's a form of talking as far as I'm concerned. Just like making a casual conversation and all that. What I was trying to say is that I think I might actually just wrap it up here. I know it's an especially short gaming chill, but I'm not feeling too talkative. If there's anything special that I forgot about, I'll probably just include it in a vlog. You've probably already seen the vlog by now. And I won't feel bad about it being a short video because I do have the intent of making a separate video still, just casually talking about how I feel about Pikmin 4 so far. It may not come out the same... It'll probably come out next week, and not the week of this Game & Chill. But it'll be close enough. So, I've been Jackie K. How is it... Tangle... I don't think that this Tangle is part of It's part of the mass outbreak, because... How did it get all the way up here if it is? And I'll see y'all later for me casually talking about Pikmin 4. In the meantime, where the heck is this Tangela? Tangela... Tingly, 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 la. Tingly, 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 tingla. Tingly, 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 tingla. Tingly, 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 tingla. Tingly, 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 tingla. Tingly, 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 tingla. Tingling, 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 tingling. Tingling, 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 tingle. Tingling, 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 where are you? Tingling, tingling, tingle. Tingling, tingling, tingle. Don't tell me you're part of the tingle, because I don't believe that for a second. I'm pretty sure you're just a default spawn. You don't see anything. Oh, of course. Now you show up, Tangela. Don't mind me, Mr. Big Red Eyes Monster. Don't mind me, Spaghetti Monster. I have zero interest in you. I just want the little baby monster in the background. Did he give up yet? Am I out of his range? Thank goodness. Now let's see if I can actually get this thing proper. His frame rate is all over the place. It just looks like it needs to be put out of his misery. And by put out of misery, I mean stuff into a Pokeball where he can live his life happy and content and out of the judgment of frame rates. Okay, take care. I'll probably leave that in just because it's a short video as is.